No, I won't stop.
Make sure you check out my sponsor, Cyberpower UK. As always, the link is down in the description. So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Garden Warfare 2 video here today on the channel. Today we're actually going to be doing another top 5 video. Finally, we're getting around to doing another top 5, and this is going to be my top 5 underrated characters. These are characters which I think are very, very good to players in the game, but either you don't see many people playing as these characters, or people just don't think these characters are very good. Now, this is my top 5 underrated characters. It's going to be different to yours. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you do have any other suggestions for any other top 5 videos, let me know in the comments down below as well. I will be redoing some top 5 videos because I'm going to be mastering all of my characters very soon, and I believe I did certain top 5s before a new character was introduced. So, apart from that, let's get straight in with today's video. Now, at number 5, we have the Mystic Flower. Now, this is one of the sunflowers which a lot of people tend to stay away from because she isn't an automatic firing sunflower. You need to press the trigger every time to fire her single shot, or you can charge up her weapon very similar to like the Plasma Pea or the Future Cactus and deal more damage. Now, the way I actually play Mystic Flower, I very rarely charge up my attack because I think her single shot deals a lot of damage anyway. I believe if you get a critical, you can do like maybe 15 to 18 damage to that character, and if you do press the trigger very quickly, you can fire very quickly with this Mystic Flower. And overall, I think she's a very, very powerful character, especially at taking out characters like All-Stars and things like that, because they're an easy target to hit and you can deal a lot of damage to them. So the number 5 spot is taken by the Mystic Flower. The number 4 spot is taken by the Jade Cactus. Now, this character moves slightly slower than all of the other cacti characters, but because of that, she has 150 health. So already, she's got more health than most of the original cacti characters. I think the only other character with 150 health is the Petrified Cactus, and I think that one moves a little bit slower as well. But what I love about this character is her primary weapon. First off, her damage that she does for a primary weapon actually deals a decent amount of damage, and her fire rate is pretty good as well. But if you're like me and you love to play objective-based game modes, sometimes you might not always hit your target. So with her shatter shot that she has, if it misses a target, wherever it lands, about a second later, it'll actually explode and do a slight bit of splash damage, which I think is a really, really good feature. So if a zombie's on a suburbanation point trying to capture it, you can fire at the zombie, or you could fire at the floor and deal splash damage. It's entirely up to you. If there's multiple zombies, maybe you might try and go for the feet, and if you miss, you could potentially do some splash damage. But overall, I think the Jade Cactus is a very, very good character. I'm almost got it to master as well, so I'm looking forward to getting it to master, but she's definitely a very powerful character, and that's why the Jade Cactus is at number 4. The number 3 spot is taken by the Commando Peashooter. Never was really a fan of this character in Garden Warfare 1, but he definitely got a buff. Now, this is like a fully automatic pea shooter, so you just hold the trigger down and it will do like kind of a rapid fire attack, but of course, it deals less damage, and it doesn't really have much, if any, splash damage at all with this character, which is some of the downsides. But I really like this character and think it's a very powerful character, especially at one-on-ones. If you're a one-on-one and you use your hyper, it's going to be very difficult for the zombies to be able to take you out, and because you fire so quickly, you can actually deal a lot of damage to that character. I made a video a long time ago talking about how much I love this character, and I think Wolfie actually made a video recently as well saying how good this character is as well. So it's not only me that agrees with this, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. But the number 3 spot is taken by the Commando P. The number 2 spot is taken by the Hockey Star. Now, the Hockey Star, I wasn't really a huge fan of at the start of the game. I thought this character is pretty bad because it just overheats way too quickly, and you just can't deal a lot of damage. But if you do put the time and effort into playing as this character, and you can get yourself your upgrades like your overheat upgrades and even a damage upgrade, the hockey star is very, very powerful. The trick to using this character is don't hold your trigger down all the time. What you want to do is you want to zoom in with the character and then keep like tapping the trigger every now and then. So like you want to keep firing but then stop for a slight second and then keep firing. That means that it's not going to overheat as quickly and you can deal a lot of damage. And with the rate of fire of the hockey star as well, it's a very powerful character and probably one of my favorite ones at the moment right now. So the number 2 spot is taken by the hockey star. And the number 1 spot and my most underrated character that I think in Garden Warfare 2 is the Scuba Soldier. Now, personally, I think this is just a straight up upgrade of the Tank Commander. It does almost the same amount of damage. It gets 2 shots, and it also has a sonar ability, which means that if you kind of hit a plant, you can see them through objects, provided you're not too far away from them. Now, the reload time is slightly slower than the Tank Commander, but overall, I think this is a brilliant character, and it is very good at taking out plants, especially if they don't know where you are. Like, if you're behind a plant and you hit them directly, you can deal like 60, maybe 70 damage, which is very powerful. And considering you have 2 of those shots, you can deal like 120, 140 damage like very quickly. So you can take out a lot of characters in maybe like 2 shots, which is pretty crazy, and I think a very powerful character, especially if this character is on a roof a lot. If you're playing Turf Takeover and you're chilling on a roof trying to take people out, this character is very, very good and definitely an underrated character. I rarely see anybody playing as the Scuba Soldier in multiplayer, and I definitely think this is an underrated character. But hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure you do leave a like down below. Let me know your top 5 in the comments down below. I'm going to need to sort out Harley, so I will catch you guys next time.